I'm Julie Blanner from the lifestyle website julieblanner.com, where I share easy ideas for decorating, recipes, entertaining, and more. Today I'm sharing the girls' bunk bedroom at the lake cottage. We redecorated this room almost 4 years ago. It's really hard to believe how much time flies when you're having fun. So I'm really excited because 4 years ago I wasn't shooting video, and I thought it would be really fun to give you an inside look of the design of the space, which is one of my very favorite. And it's because it's one of the few rooms I used color in. This room was actually inspired by a beautiful picture my friend Tori gave me several years ago. It says, "Happy girls are the prettiest." And I couldn't agree more. I love seeing their smiles, and more importantly, the giggles that I hear when Chris and I tuck them in and we go up to bed. Every night is a sister sleepover in this bunk bedroom. Now let's get into the design, shall we? As I mentioned, this room is where I decided to play with color. Why? Because girls just want to have fun. I thought pink would be really fun, and the girls had chosen it. And this is like one of those spaces where I didn't see them growing out of for several years. When we offered for them to pick their own bedrooms at the lake house, they asked if they could bunk up. And it really has worked out wonderful because that gives us 2 guest bedrooms. Now, we notice we have side-by-side bunks. I thought this could get expensive very quickly. So I used Ikea bunk beds. I want to say they were less than $200 a set. And we repurposed twin mattresses that we already had. The bedding was really fun to select. I love the Rachel Ashwell Shabby Chic line at Target. It's so approachable, and I'll link to the newer version of this in the description below. But that kept this, again, really affordable while allowing me to bring in some fun colors. It's kind of hard to see here. I was able to incorporate various shades of pink, greens, and little hints of dusty blue to coordinate with that pretty picture that my friend Tori gave me. I love the floral pattern, and it's reversible, so if you tire from it, you just flip it over. It also looks really great when you just flip over the top of the duvet so that you just get a peek of the other side. I ended up having my friend Jen embroider the pillows to really personalize them. Speaking of personalization, another one of my favorite things about this room is this picture that's right behind me. This is a snippet of our lake, Table Rock Lake. Now there are over 855 miles of shoreline, so we couldn't quite squeeze it all into one pretty picture, but I enlisted the help of someone on Etsy who did wedding maps to create this piece for me. And it's just so special. Again, I love anytime you can personalize anything. And then to keep it really super simple, I had that design put on a file, and I just sent it to my framer, which I'll link to in the description below, because it is just like one of those easy peasy things to do, and it arrived within less than a week. Already set, done. I just love anytime you can incorporate personalized art. Now, a couple of the ways I played with color in this space are, of course, the paint color. This paint color is just really soft and subtle pink, which lends itself well to a girl's bedroom, of course. I always go with eggshell. You can learn about that in my White Bright Paint Color video. But I always go with eggshell because it reflects light. And this is a basement bedroom. It's a reverse ranch, and this one is in the back, so it just has one small window. So I really needed to select a paint with a high LRV and with a nice eggshell to reflect a little bit of light. The higher the sheen, the more light it reflects, but I also want to balance and make it feel warm too. So eggshell or satin is just about as high as I'll go in a bedroom space. Now, another way I played with color, in addition to, of course, the paint color on the walls and the bedding, is through this beautiful dresser. I fell head over heels in love with this chest of drawers. In fact, the girls are living better than we are, once again. I just loved the style of it, the durability. It has a beautiful finish, and that color was just perfect. Because we don't have a lot of furniture in here, in fact, we just have the beds, this piece, and a chest for toys, it needed to be really functional. And also, because the space is on the smaller side, it also needed to do double duty. So it serves as a side table for both sets of bunk beds, but it's also where the girls keep their clothes down here. And they have soft close drawers, which is really nice, and even outlets in the back, which was perfect when we put the Christmas tree in here over the holidays, and that made it feel so magical. So that was a really fun piece, and it's kind of that grayish, dusty blue, which plays very well with that picture that I mentioned before. Now, to add a little bit of texture in, I incorporated the girls' chest, which is just a big hyacinth basket, and some of my favorite shades, bamboo shades, I just love. I love the texture, I love the color, makes it feel warm, very functional, and gives the space a little bit more depth. Of course, another thing that added a little interest is the patterned carpet that we have. It's super soft, light in color, and works pretty well in this space. For the lighting, I added 2 sconces, one on each side for reading, and I also added just a pretty inexpensive light fixture above, and that also ties in some nautical flair since we are at the lake cottage. Now, I had to add in a little more color because why not? So I did it in a really soft sage green to kind of pull that out from their bedding. And it's really hard to tell in this video, I'm sure, but it's just really pretty and subtle and adds, again, another decorative element without really consuming any additional space. Our homes are always evolving, just like this space. Originally, we had some darker, more dated carpeting, and when we replaced it with the pattern carpeting, we were able to forego the rug. But initially, I had a sisal rug in here, which I thought was really pretty and also added some nice warm texture to pull in with the shades. I often wonder, should I bring that back? Let me know in the comments below. I would love your advice. As always, please don't forget to click subscribe, leave a comment, and click like. I love hearing from you, and actually would really love to know what you would like to hear about. If you have an idea for a video, please let me know. Leave it in the comments below, and I just might add it to my list. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.